To win the intermediate championship on our 7th anniversary, lads, it was special. It was brilliant. The manner in which he won that game last year, as I said before, was only sensational. We travelled to Carrick in 2023, 2 years ago, with our hopes high, and it wasn't to be in that day, our intermediate attempt to win the final. 12 months later, we were headed for Ballinamore, hoping that the loss would stand to us and get across the line. After 45 minutes, lads, I have to be honest, didn't feel like it was going to happen then either. And when Melvin Gaels and Melvin Gaels meet to talk about this in the media as the Battle of the Lakes, I like to think of the game last year as the Battle of the Gaels, because the Allen Gaels, they blew up strong, they blew early. They blew up a storm, but the storm was weathered and they blew out. Whereas the Melvin Gaels, it took them a while, but they gathered their strength and they hit gale force and they blew up a storm and they couldn't be stopped. But from the inside, sometimes you don't realise it when you're playing, but the stir that it caused in the area, it lifted the community. From Tullahan to Rosinver, up to Glenade, all around Kilnock, from Tolly to the Lochside, for weeks people talked about what happened that day. It was absolutely magical. But along with that, lads, all around the world, in New Zealand and Australia, and Canada and America and the Middle East, friends and ex-Gaels, they listened to radios and on the internet at up to 2 hours of the day and night, pouring on, and if they managed to keep the radio on until about the 55th minute, they haven't turned it off before that, those people jumped and whooped and cheered with their houses, and it made them happy, and that's a powerful thing, and it's something that I don't think you can underestimate as a player. When you put on that blue jersey and cross the white line, the effect that it has on people, it is powerful, lads. Along with that, the most important thing for me that day, guys, was you inspired the next generation of Melvin Gaels. The young people that went out and watched the game that day, lads, and saw what you did, how you stuck with it, and how you turned that game around. They left that day wanting to be you. They left that day, lads, wanting to do the kind of things that you had just done, to be part of something fantastic, and to see the celebrations and everything else. And as a coach in the club, we try and instill that ethos of playing to the end and never giving up. Play to the final whistle. The game is never over. But those are only words, and they fall like in young ears. But what they saw that day, they witnessed it. They saw you do it. And in those last 15 minutes of that game, you embody that ethos of Melvin Gaels, of never giving up, fighting to the end, taking a game that looked like it was gone, and grabbing it, and became victorious. And that's a different lesson for those young guys. And as a youth coach in the club, I thank you for that lesson that day.